So there's a few things on my mind that I thought I'd share. One thing I'm thinking is how grateful I am to be living in England. I'm not living in Botswana or Iraq or Cameroon. There are so many places around the world where I'd be suffering so much more than I am now, especially during this virus situation. I'm thinking now about food, for example, and how important good food is in your life. And I know that in my own life, I don't think I focused very well on eating properly. So I found out today or yesterday that I have diabetes. So I obviously didn't take enough care of myself. And it never occurred to me to be more careful. I thought I was eating well. But I think with food, it's very important, and it's important to understand what eating well means. So it's important to learn to eat well, and it's not straightforward. It's not as straightforward as just reading the ingredients on the back of a packet. It's you got to really understand what food is about. So if I gave you a stick and told you to clean your room with this stick, it wouldn't make sense, would it? You can't clean your room with a stick. And I'm thinking it's the same with your body, trying to deal with the rubbish that you might put into your mouth and giving bad food to the body and telling your body to use it to help your body. But your body can't use the food that you put in if it's bad food. And it's just the same as giving someone a stick and saying clean the room with this stick. Can't do it. And it's the same with your body. You give it bad food, you can't deal with it until you pay the price. So good food, very important in life. And I'm thinking about education as well. I imagine it's hard for a kid, they're 14, whatever, and they're in class reading some book about Othello, and it's hard to see that this book is relevant to his life. And so it's hard for him to put effort into reading a book about Othello. But it's so important that the boy or child can understand that hard work is important, and even if it seems like it has no relevance, you gotta do the work anyway, and then you get the benefit later. So it's important to help your child understand that although the work seems pointless, it's actually very valuable. Another thing I'm thinking is to deal with a little problem before it becomes a big problem. Little problems can arise in your life, and you can tend to ignore them and think they're not important. But then they grow into bigger problems, and then it's really hard to deal with. So try and deal with problems when they're small, prevent them from becoming big problems to deal with. What else am I thinking? I'm thinking you should do things in your life now while you're able to do them, and you're physically able, and you have money. Do the things you want to do now that should be done, so that you can be proud later when you're unable to do them because of old age or whatever. Do the things you can while you're able to do them. And then you can be proud later when you look back on them, rather than regretful. I'm thinking that men need to see to themselves more, because no one else will care. So it's up to men themselves in so many ways. And I've made the point in the ManWomanMyth documentary as clearly as I can. So I have chosen to be Midtown now, the man going his own way, so as to have control of my life more. And it's early days to see how this will go, but I have decided and I will hopefully see it through. So there's a few thoughts for the world.